Today I'm gonna be talking about a story that happened about 2 years ago. So if you enjoyed the story time, leave a like. Uh, yeah. So let's get into this. So my room right now do not have a door, but but my old one did, and this was a house in North Carolina, and we had a two-story house, and it was amazing. Like, it was really amazing. The bed I slept on was really soft, and it was comfortable, and I would just sleep on it every day. Like, don't care. I always take naps on there, and like, my mom, she'll see me, like, she'll come up the stairs after, like, I get done with my homework, and I'll be like knocked out on the bed, just done completely. Like, at the time, I love GTA, and I just love fighting people and just freaking defend myself. But every time I didn't fight people, and after that, knocked out cold on my bed. And the next day, and then she just like, cause like, I always miss out on food and dinner. Like, I always miss out on dinner and lunch, and I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm just gonna eat breakfast tomorrow, and I just go to sleep. And then it's already gonna be like the school day, and I'm like, oh, god darn it. But what? But this specific day, we had a break, and we had a break out of school because the water in the school, which everyone drinks, and I drank it as well, because freaking, like, who does it? Well, some kids don't, because they don't like to drink water for some reason. But their water got really dirty, like, they got damaged. So we had a whole break off of school, like everyone did. Like, everyone, cause like, I remember last year where the water pipe got damaged, but some student came that didn't drink the water. But everyone on this day everyone on this week didn't had to go to school on this day. They could go there, but they don't have to. And then after like freaking the first day, they said no more students coming to school no more. And I was like, what? And then come to find out, this kid got sick. One of the kids, he didn't know that the water was affected, so he drunk it and he got sick. So rip. No, I'm just kidding. But I didn't know who got sick, and it was one of my good friends. I checked on him like every now and then. So yeah, it was pretty much just, I was just checking on him, and I was really worried because, like, this is my friend, and not just no ordinary friend. This is freaking, like, this is my freaking childhood friend that I know of. Not when I was one, but freaking when I was 5 years old. I met this one kid in kindergarten, and maybe not kindergarten, but pre-K. Well, yeah, pre-K. I can't really tell when I met this kid, cause like, it was so hard to remember when I met this kid. But like, we was really young, and it was this school, freaking, all we did at school, we started to play around, and like, when the teacher gave us work, which is it was just like some baby stuff. So don't worry, guys. When PJ gave us work, we would just like not really do it. But the teacher, you know, she see us just playing around, and also and I met up with my childhood friend again. I didn't realize this, but I met him again without me knowing. Like, shoot, it was so awkward. So like I was in 6th grade, and when I saw him, I was like, what? Like, hold on, what? And he had the same style of walking. I was like, that cannot be him. And it was. But anyway, guys, if you're wondering why I'm looking at my Octavia, I'm kind of like disappointed in something. Look at here. Look at this. Freaking, why can't Octavia have those? The ears. The freaking mandatory ears. She don't have that. Rather than this stupid thing on the back of her head. That's just a freaking disc. We get a helmet like this, but no, we don't get nothing like the ear with a manticore on it. Come on. And not only that, they make her legs a banana. A freaking banana. But you look at this skin, they make her legs freaking astronic. And not only that, this skin is freaking ugly. Who just want now? For all the people on Warframe, I have no freaking interest with you or in you, rather than why. Okay, so what I'm talking about is that I see a skin, like I've seen this skin a lot. I've seen this skin for Octavia players and buy it, but they don't use a helmet. You know what helmet they use? So they use this helmet or this helmet, or just wear any helmets rather than the ordinary helmet right here. Why? Because this is the only skin that doesn't have a banana leg. I mean, it doesn't have banana legs. All of the skins does. Like, I swear, like, I hate this. And not only that, they could have at least hit her privacy right there. I just hate that. You know, I hate. It's the thing I hate in games. You know, when games have girls in the game, when there's girls in the game, like freaking. I play Platinums like a lot now because, you know, being OG. There's one character that cannot have no privacy at all, and it's Diva, and also some other characters. I mean, not Diva, but Ying and other characters. And freaking, I was just like, oh my god. Like, I had to deal with the freaking Platinum community, because I wanted to join it. I didn't join it, but I still somehow joined it. And one of my friends invited me to it, and I joined it, but he still invited me to the text messages. And you know, people like send me like freaking party invites. I left it so I could say they said I left the community, and freaking yeah, it was so annoying to deal with. But anyway, guys, I was rambling right there. in 10 minutes, which this is the actual short story, so that's why I'm rambling. But anyways, let's get on into this. So on this day specifically, the water pipes got affected, like I said, and we had to stay home for the rest of the week. And I was like, what? Like, how? Like, why we gotta stay the rest of the week? They just fix the water, that's it. Like, it's just gonna be for a day. And not only did they have to fix the water pipes, but they had to like take out the dispenser. They had to like switch out everything. Like, I swear, like these people had like, what the, oh, okay, but okay, I'm sorry guys, just my grandma just calling out my mama name, and I'm like, the heck, cause she just yelled so loud, scared the crap out of me. But anyway, like I was saying, so I invited like my cousins. Like, I invited multiple cousins to my home, and we just gonna invite this one cousin of. We gotta invite these 3 cousins of mine, okay? Invite these 3. So I invited like a lot of my cousins, okay? And 3 of them showed up. So when 3 showed up, I was like, what the? Because one of my cousins came out, and we're gonna name him. You know what? Let's call by nickname. You're just gonna name. You know what? Let's call him by a nickname. And let's gonna name him George. Cause you'll see why. So George, you know, he is. You know, he's walking weird, and you know, these type of cousins, they're like gangsters or something. I don't know. They like try to be gangster related. So anyway, he's walking weird, and all my other cousins, they're like walking straight, like they're like acting like normal humans, and I look over here. My cousin is just like freaking walking like the weirdest way ever. So at the time in 4th grade, Nintendo Wii was like popular, right? So you know that I freaking loved it, and my cousins did, and all my other cousins as well did, and like. The Wii U is just so fun to play, especially Disney Infinity. Like, I love that game so much. I build like armies and let them go at it and see who will win. I even sometimes be in it. Freaking, they'll fight. I just go in there and for no reason. Didn't even give a crap if I die. 'Cause it was like a war between. Like, it could be like a war between the 2 bosses, and I still wouldn't care who won. I would just freaking be like, bring yourself here, boy. And I just get wrecked sometimes. And when I started learning more of the game, I couldn't get wrecked. Like, I like freaking dominate everyone. And I started playing online with different people, where you fight them instead, and they can switch characters. bro, it was so funny. I started dominating these people. It was funny to watch them just like, I just sat there and I just did nothing rather than beat one down. My favorite character was Stitch. I was playing as Stitch one time. Freaking, I beaten one of the guys, and it was just so funny to watch. I should get beaten, but we were playing on the Wii U. We just start freaking playing. Now let me just go ahead and tell you this. Jot this down in your head or your notes. We was in the gaming room. In the gaming room, when you go upstairs, if you turn left, the gaming room is gonna be right there. Like, the gaming room is not. It doesn't have a door to it. Like, you do not have a door to it. That's not my room. My room is on the right, and my bathroom is like dead in front of you. So, so on the left, there's like this giant space with like a mattress as chairs. Okay. Anyway, cheers and do not know this one, but the Wii U was on the ground at first when I first got in the house. Then I picked it up, I put it under the TV, and not the stands, like under the side of the TV. So the TV was just kind of balancing itself. So anyway, so we in the gaming room, we were playing the Wii U, and you know, we were just playing it, and then my cousin George, he has the urge to go to use the bathroom. I was like, okay. So then he go use the bathroom. I also jot this down. Sorry for forgetting this, but the bathroom. Now, there's two doors to the bathroom. One leads to my room, and one leads to downstairs. So, and not only that, if not only that, the bathroom locks. There are one you can lock inside, or two of them you can lock them inside. So, rip. But anyway, that's it right there. So he has an urge to go to my bathroom, and I was like, okay. So then he goes to my bathroom, and he's using it, and 30 minutes went by, and we haven't heard anything from him. So then you're like, God darn, like, how much, like, hey, freaking, how long he gonna take it now? Like, I don't know. Shoot, he's not even. I didn't even hear nothing. So then we just like, nah, just wait like a little longer. So then we wait, and then we don't hear nothing. And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and check on him. So then I do. I go ahead. I check in the bathroom. The bathroom is locked. So obviously he's still in there. And I say, George, and he said, yeah. And I was like, bro, you good? And he said, stomach pain. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what you said? And literally he was talking out loud, but somehow my cousin didn't hear him, and it must be deaf. Nah, I was just kidding. But they said, what did you say? I said, well, he said he had stomach pain. He was in there for a long time. That's why he was in there. He said, oh. So then we keep playing the Wii U, and it's about to be another 30 minutes. Alright? Hold up. Sorry guys, but I just love drinking my Gatorade. But my cousin, is about to be in there for another 30 minutes. And freaking, I was like, okay, this dude is definitely like doing something. So I get up and I go ahead and I'm about to knock on the door. And then as soon as I go and knock on the door, I'm like, what? And I look at my room and there's a crack, and I see like the crack of the door is open, and I'm like, what the? Like the door was cracked open, like you could see a little bit inside. And then I was going to open it, but then I felt like this urge to like drink and freaking eat. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and cook something. And then I catch something in the corner of my eye, and I glimpse something, and then freaking I see movement. I'm like, what the heck was that? So then I look at this crack. I look at the crack, and I hear like grunting. I hear grunting, and I hear freaking moving. I was like, no, 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 no. I'm not about to handle with this. No, 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 no. It's just Jesus Christ. And I go downstairs, and they're like, and my two other cousins are like, what you doing? I said, going downstairs to cook. And they said, what you saying no for? What happened? And I said, oh, what happened? What's going on? Look in there. So then both of them open they freaking kind of like open it a little bit. And my cousin and my two cousins, they're like freaking, they look like they're like really surprised. And I was like, yeah, why me? And they're kind of like just laughing to themselves. And then I guess he didn't mean really. I guess he didn't really mean to, but at the same time, it was just so funny to just say, and like, what happened after like saying that. I coming up the stairs, and I go back to sit down, and I go upstairs, and what I did, I hear a woman just going at it. And I'm like, okay, and I was like, okay, no, just. So we about to go on ahead, and we about to like bust him. We about to like freaking bust in our room, and we're just gonna get him busted. And a minute that I was about to go ahead and get him busted, he freaking runs out of nowhere, starts running. He booked it downstairs outside, and I was like, oh my god. Cause he is freaking like, he didn't even put on his clothes when he did it. He just freaking, he had his shirt off, and he wasn't naked. He had underwear on. And he was just holding his clothes in his hands, and freaking he just ran out, and I'm like, what the heck? And he just ran out. He catch a ride, and he put his clothes on outside, and I was about to go out there, and I was about to take a picture of him and show it to my mom, because my mom seen it, and this is about to be another story time too, but he ran out. Just freaking gone. And I was like, okay, no. And for the rest of that night, me and my cousins was just like in shock, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and play my PlayStation. And my PlayStation is in my room. So that was like, okay. I was just gonna, and my other cousin, we're just gonna play some some freaking Disney Infinity. So they did. And, they just sitting there and playing it. I'm in my room just playing my, freaking, and not only that, but like freaking, not only that, but when you go in the bathroom, I mean the door, and you looked at him, he wasn't even using my cover as cover for freaking, like he didn't even use it to like cover himself when he was doing that. Freaking weird kid. I mean, not weird, but weird teen just doing that. Like, just Jesus Christ. Like, why would you not cover yourself up? Like, at least, like, cover yourself up. Because when I looked through there, this guy was just sitting on my bed, and he wasn't like sitting on my bed regularly, like he's sitting on a chair. He would just like have his legs stretched out, back leaned up against the wood. And not only that, my bed, it was a bunk bed, so he had his back against my actual, like, the stairs all the way up to the top bed, to the top bunk bag, and he's just going at it. And I was kind of disgusted after like kind of thinking about it, and I was like, well, thank the Lord he was doing that instead of really covering himself, because like I would have to like, I had to wash all my freaking covers and pillows at least 5 times, because that's just disgusting. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about another story time that I'm doing it, and I'm gonna end this one quick. This is just so funny. I'll end this one quickly. So he had to like freaking. So he comes. So this is a story time before this happened. Please enjoy this one, because I swear this is so annoying to deal with. So, freaking, he comes to my home, and you say what's up to my granddad, and then at the time my granddad didn't have dementia, and everything was good, so rest in peace my granddad, and I have this granddad. My granddad didn't die, but his personnel and everything, because I swear I didn't like him before either, and the reason for that because he was just always so aggressive. Like I was playing the game one time, and I was playing the game one time, and I had like this huge setup, and it would like take up most of the space of my dresser, and I mean not my dresser, but table. Thinking of my old house now after ever since I said that story, but my table take up like the whole space, and I had like a huge setup, and one time he was walking by, and I had like this setup just right by me, and I had my headset on, and I'm talking to my friends. I'm having a blast, and then freaking, he comes out of nowhere, and he's like, hey, who you talking to? You better not be talking to them older boys. I was like, no, I'm talking to kids. I'm never gonna talk with no older boys until I get older. And he's like, what do you mean until you get older? I said, just leave me alone. Why are you bothering me? And he goes, give me the game. Get off the game. And I didn't get off the game. When I did, what I did was I stand up, and I got in his face, and I pushed him, and I kind of like told him to leave me alone, and he left me alone. Freaking. And let me tell you why I did this, because this is not the first time he did it, but then like I kind of got scared that he was gonna do this. And what I got scared of was that so what happened before I even tell you guys, let me tell you guys like this. Oh yeah, I have my scheduler like this because freaking I have friends now who plays, and y'all should see that one video I made on here about what to do if friends, I forgot, if friends are playing this game and they want to play with you. Like they download a game and they want to play with you really badly. But anyway, Jesus Christ. My granddad, before then, I was playing the game and I wasn't even talking. I didn't even have this huge set of like I didn't have online at the time. I was offline, and my granddad came to my room and said, "What you doing?" And I said, "What? Like nothing." And he said, "What you doing?" Like he said, like, "What you doing? Like what you doing with that? What you doing with that?" And he looked angry. I was like, "What? Like just playing the game? Why?" And he said, you doing something more than playing the game. What you doing?" And I said, "Playing the game. There's nothing else I'm doing rather than playing the game." And he's like, "Playing what game? Show me what the game." And I said, "Look at the TV." And the TV, at the time I was playing Rocket League, and it showed Rocket League on the TV, and on the TV screen I was like, "Yeah, proving you wrong, let me play." And he's like, "Boy, if you don't," and then he's kind of like stopped himself, and then he just walks into my room and he grabs me by my arm, and I kind of yanked myself away from him, and then he pushed me and he made me bang my head on the wall, and I kind of like lost my temper and I freaking punched him, and he kind of like left me alone then, and then freaking went back out, and he just went in the living room and just sat down. And I don't think I actually punched him hard. I punched him and like I punched him to where, I tell him to just back off. It wasn't like no really hard punch. It was just like a slow and distant punch. And it was slow because I didn't want to hit him as hard, so I just made it possible. And I told him to back off, and freaking he just backed off. So yeah, so my cousin is here, and I'm like happy as crap, just crapless, and I'm excited because you're about to play the Wii U. So we played the Wii U, and it was going pretty good. And then this is a time when I didn't have to do it. Yeah, we wasn't in the house. It was actually over at my grandma's house. So we're playing the Wii U, and freaking I turn to my right, and I see that I have to like go and do something. So then I go and I do this, and what I had to do was I turned to my right, and my grandma was sitting me, saying that I have to come over here and help her do something. And I was like, okay, so I got to go ahead and help her or something. So then we're gone for like an hour 30 minutes because we were taking out the trash. Then we had to go to our place, and we had to move some stuff around, and we had to drive like over to this other place. We had to drop it off, and I had to drive for a really long time. Like, it was complicated and really hard. So like, we come back home, and my grandma went to the back, and I kind of like went to my room, and then my cousin was missing. I was like, okay, what the heck? Where'd he go? Did he go home? So then I checked like every single room, and I checked in the one room I did not check in, and I was kind of fearing that he was gonna be in this room, and I was like, dear God, no, don't tell me. And at the time, one of my uncles had this room, and I didn't check his room because I expected him to be in there, but this time he was, and he was doing the dirty in this room. So freaking, I'm like, oh my God, no. And I kind of like put my ear up to the door, just in case if he's doing something. And I hear, and I hear like this, like I hear like a female talking. I'm like, what the heck? So then I open the door slightly, and I kind of like, and I had to like freaking open it, and they had a crack to look in, and there's no women. I see no girls in there rather than him. I'm like, okay. And my uncle's room was bright, but the room I was in is not really bright, but it's kind of like dark. That's why that's why when he ran out, that's when I could tell he was doing the dirty in my room. But anyway, I see him, and he's doing so. He's like doing something with his pants, and then I close the door quickly. Like I closed the door fast, and then it didn't make a sound. I was like, oh my God. So then I like tiptoed my way out, and I kind of ran back, and I guess he heard it, because when I came back to my room, I hear like a big bang out my room, and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like laughing because I could hear him just like yelling, and I was wearing shoes, and so I was tiptoeing, and so I tiptoed out, and what happened was that I ran, and when I ran, I kind of slipped and fell, and I made like a big bang noise, like it was super loud. So then freaking one of my aunties came home and caught him, freaking like banned him from our house. And I was kind of stuttering there, because rather she banned him, or he didn't want to come back after that. So yeah, pretty much this is it for story time. But finna go ahead and do some Cetus runs. So yeah. If you have more story times like this, leave a like. Also, if you are looking for a new friend or streamer, considering only subscribing to those who are entertaining and doesn't really use people for money or so. Okay. And as always, subscribe and hit that bell icon. My name is Blaze Nico 13, and my second channel is on Omelet Arcade. Horror Xavier is my username. I'll see you guys later. Peace.